Guys, so I'm going to talk to you about different parenting styles at McDonald's that I've noticed. Now I'm going to talk about two people. One is a male, one is a female. You got to keep it gender neutral, you know. You don't want to let one gender dominate. Okay, so the first person I'm going to talk to you about is a girl. She was raised a narcissistic way. All right, now she never told me how she was raised or anything that happened between her parents, but I could just tell that she was raised this way, raised to become narcissistic. All right, so we're very confident and assertive, kind of, what narcissists are like, spend most of the shift at the dishwasher and sink. Yeah, so, get the idea that, if you're at the dishwasher and the sink most of the time, then you're probably not really trusted on other stations, if you know what I mean. One day she complained to the assistant store manager, and she was saying that her arm was sore and she couldn't do physical work because the shift manager on shift was telling her to sweep the floor, but her arm was sore. So you can't sweep the floor when your arm is sore. That's barbaric. That's insane. Like who could? No one can handle that kind of hardship. Okay. And so yeah, the assistant shift manager was sympathetic and asked her, would she like to go home? And she said yes. So she went home. Okay. But she tended to miss a lot of days sick, saying that she was sick because her arm was sore, her leg was sore, stuff like that. But one day, the store manager brought her into his office and accused her of pretending to be sick when she really wasn't and not coming into work. All right. But apparently she's not good with handling conflicts, so she started crying. She couldn't handle it. Now I wasn't there. Now I did witness when she complained that her arm was sore and was asked to go home. But when she was called into the manager's office, I didn't witness that. I only heard it. She only told me what happened, and so I assume what she said was true. Why would she lie about that? Because of this mistreatment, this barbaric treatment of a fellow worker at McDonald's, she decided to leave. She got a job at Dunn's in Ballyogan. Not sure how long she will last there. You see, the thing is, Dunn's Ballyogan and Dunn's Cornelscourt, near where I used to live, are owned by like the same person, same ownership. But the thing is, they're quite strict over there. There's another girl at my workplace who worked at Dunn's in Cornelscourt. She got fired after 6 months because she called in sick twice during that 6 month period, and she got fired. Okay, so yeah, that's just how it works, so yeah, it ain't gonna be easy to last there. So yeah, that's what makes me think she was raised the narcissistic way. She couldn't handle criticism. She kept calling in sick. You know what I mean? And yeah, it's just now we've got another person. Now this guy is he from, I don't know if he's from Pakistan or not. His parents are from Pakistan. I'm not sure, was he born in Ireland or did he move here at a young age? I actually don't know. So I'm not going to pretend that I know. So I think he was raised in a way that's the polar opposite of the way this other girl was raised. I don't want to mention any names. You know what I mean? But if they're watching this video, these two people are watching this video, they'll probably know who they are. So he told me that if he didn't, the only thing he told me about his parents is and their parenting style is, if he got a B at school, his parents would throw a chair at him. Okay, that's a bit extreme. Alright, so they had very high standards. You have to remember, Pakistan is in Asia. And in Asia, the Asians are beta males and females. They can't handle disapproval. It's just like something they're terrified of. If this person looks at you and looks disappointed, the shame it brings, it's horrible, While, in Ireland, if someone stares at you with shame, you're like, oh, fuck off. Just go away. It's the polar opposite, So, they'll do anything to be liked and accepted by people. They'll work hard to go to university, because, working at McDonald's or being a retail worker, that's shame. Oh, you'll be talked about behind your back. And I was talking to one Indian guy who went to university, and I said, he was going to university in UCD, and he told me that if you grow up in India, you have to be an engineer, a doctor, a lawyer, something high status like that. And I said, well, what happens if you work at McDonald's or KFC or something like that? And he said, oh, your parents won't hand you over properties when they die, or inheritance money, and well, people gossip about you behind your back. And I'm like, so who cares? I haven't spoken to my dad in 5 years. Is he going to give me any inheritance money? I doubt it. I don't really want any inheritance money, to be honest, because I work a job. I make my own money. I don't need his money. I'm not Beit HaMeil. And because my dad was kind of similar. He was like, oh, working at McDonald's or KFC, no, not an option. You have to go to university. You have to get a degree. So yeah, my dad. So yeah, I kind of understand where this guy's coming from. Now I don't think my dad was as harsh, but if I was getting bad grades, you'd always have to. I'd always be sat down and given a long chat about how I have to do well in my studies, and don't he said, my dad would say to me, you can know everything there's to know about Man United and soccer and stuff, but it's not going to help you one bit with your studies. So yeah, that mentality just drives me insane. People just weak beta males, can't handle a little bit of social disapproval, and yeah, the kids are made to suffer because of their parents' weakness. Okay, back to the point. So yeah, you could see how that parenting style affected him. He was very uptight, very serious. He gets stressed out over the smallest little things. He even said to me that if it were up to him, he would fire most of the people who work at McDonald's. And he says most of the people working in that restaurant are not fit to work in that type of environment. And I'm like, come on, it's McDonald's. Like, they're not working as brain surgeons here. It's not that difficult. And yeah, I understand. Maybe they're not 100% committed or focused, but still, it's McDonald's. Calm down, relax. So yeah, that's just the way he was. And this guy has a law degree, and he works at McDonald's, which is quite bizarre. Now he's a manager at McDonald's, to be fair. But he says he got that job in spite of his parents, towards his parents. Because obviously, this throwing chairs at you for getting a B in your exam because you're so weak you can't handle social disapproval. That doesn't go down well. So he got that job in spite. So, and now he's what, 24, 25. So yeah, you might be able to force your kid to do things when they're 10, but 25, different story. So yeah, it's just unfortunate, these two polar opposite extremes. I think you need to find like a happy medium. It's been getting B's is okay. I mean, like, why do you need to be a massive success anyway? I work at Spar and I'm perfectly happy. It's just a lot of people are just scared of what other people think. And yeah, that's my video.